Live, cool live. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 ba. Do 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 bum ba da ba ba da da ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba. Oh my god, I can hear myself through my phone. Shocking, 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 shocking. Right, let's push the morning coffee button and let's get going. Which camera are we on? Are we on? Are we on the right one? Hold on. Let me see. I think we. Oh no! If I look at it like this, oh yeah, no, that's okay. We're on the right one. Am I getting an echo? Echo. Hold on. We need to switch you off. Why do I hear that? Okay. Good morning. We're doing a little sound check just now. I need to switch that mic off. This is what we need to do. 1 second. Yes, that's better. Oh my god, I can hear things much better now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Good morning. Welcome to Radio Apocalypse Morning Coffee. What? Whoa. Is that a cognac here in the morning? Holy crap-a-rama. Oh no. I swore on the morning show. That's your fault, cognac. Okay, I'm so happy to see you that I did a holy crapperoni. That's just outrageous. Ah, man. I had a 100% record for 2 days for not using any dodgy words. Dodgy words indeed. So, Cognac, it's good to have you on the show this morning. Thank you for joining us. The morning show is a bit more informal than the evening show. It has a format. Indeed, it does. And I cannot find my usual tripod, so I'm using a different one today. I make porridge, I make coffee, I look out the window for the weather, and we have a chat about the papers. And I've been so good the past few days, so good that I have not actually done an F-bomb, a crazy word, or anything like that. But today, I did a holy CRAP. I try to keep it PG here on a morning show because this is kind of the ones that my kids come to. My kids come to indeed. It's crazy. So porridge, yes. I think we'll make it with just a bit of milk. Small one, that'll do. Aye. And then we'll make coffee the RAB way as well. I've not seen RAB for a while actually. I'll check the chat. I'm going to send him a message. We need to get RAB. We need to get RAB on the show because he's a man that is a proper character. Right, coffee the RAB way, for those that don't know, is you put your milk in first. I need to buy more coffee. You get your coffee, put however much coffee, which is 1.5 or 1 ridiculously large teaspoon for me, especially if it's in the happy mug. And you mix that first of all. It's important that you actually mix the coffee so you don't see the grind pants. It's coffee mixed down my shorts now. And then, pour the water in. You don't have to do it flamboyantly like me because that is dangerous. Don't do that at home, kids. Throwing boiling water through the air without being a professional is going to do you ridiculous amounts of harm. So that's the coffee made. Let's see, where's Woody? We always stir our porridge with Woody the spoon. All right, basically because I cannot stand, we need to get a little bit, let's put water in it today. I cannot stand mixing my porridge with a metal spoon or a plastic spoon. I think it's important that you realise, there we go, down on a nice low heat there. It's important that you know that because it's kind of a throwback from my grandmother, you know, can't help it. And my godmother. Both those old ladies were proper influences in my life. It's amazing. And who have we got in? You shut up with you still can't hear me nonsense. All right? Crazy. Cognac, it's a pleasure to have you here. It really is. It's good. That's me. I'm actually looking at the computer screen here. See? There is there's the laundry. And there's the setup. There's my ring light, which I use at night time. Okay, there's the sofas. And basically, this is the living room with all my books and stuff. So somewhere on there, I think there's a Nostradamus book. If not, it's in the shed. So when I'm streaming at night time, okay, this is kind of the view that you see, like there. All right, when I'm on the other camera. And behind me, I have a projector screen with a black sheet and my LED lights pegged to it. It's a very simple set, but it's very, very, very effective. And it works well. I'll show you actually where I keep the... Oh, this is the kids' room. They're not here just now. So the kids' room, we had a flood at the start of the year in the kids' room. And there is a massive hole in the ceiling that still hasn't been fixed by the council yet. And because they can't fix it because they can't come round because of the virus, which is kind of sick. But we have a bunk bed here for the boys, bunk bed there for my girl. The baby sleeps in the grown-up bedroom, but we're going to be changing all that. We're going to be having 2 bunk beds over here because the plumbing company that put the heating in and caused the flood, they're going to have to pay for the redecoration of it all. And you know, we've lost Ali's mattress is up there, but it's totally ruined. We've lost half their clothes, stuff like that. But this is the projector screen. This thing here. It's an old movie projector screen. And there's my LED lights. Look. There's my LED lights that you don't really see unless they're actually all up. Proper behind the scenes look. And I kind of, the kids aren't here just now, so I kind of leave it set up. So it's ready to grab for it all, which is good. Hi, Roddick. Good boy. Right, let's stir the porridge and we'll go and have a look out the weather window. Are you okay, porridge? Yes, you are. You're not burning. That's perfect. Right, I'll walk past the laptop to see what the chat is. Right. Good morning, Carmen. How are you? It's good to have you here for the morning show. That's very nice indeed. We're about to hit the weather window just now. Cognac has stayed up all night. I think he's crazy. I didn't expect him this morning. It's great. Okay, weather window. Oh man, still not made a jingle. Let's look through the weather window with Mojax Happy's house. Here we go. That's the one that we're going to do. I'm actually going to use that. That's kind of catchy. Wow. Okay, let's look east. Oh, there's a great big black cloud up there. I wonder if that's going to extract its moisture and squeeze itself out in the form of rain. Don't know. I will pan west. Oh, we have patchy blue sky and a wee bit of cloud. There's also a bit of a breeze. Look, let's look down at the weather bushes. Do you see them moving? That means it's got a bit of wind in it. Good morning. You coming to say hello, young man? Okay. Look, there's a gull. At least we know that nature is still alive. Yes, this window does open, sweetheart, but you can't come out to it, okay? All right, I'll come and close it in a minute. Right, is the tree moving in the wind, though? This will decide whether or not it is truly, truly windy. Nope, that's okay. Bushes, a little bit. It's the light plants. So the light plants, if they're going, we know that it's okay. The ground is not wet. Oh, you're a cutie pie. Ground is not wet. And the birds are singing. And let's test the air quality. 1 second, we need to flip back. The air quality is, let's smell. Oh God, I smell the sea again. We must have an onshore breeze. I mean, we're about maybe about 5 miles from the coast from here. Careful, careful, careful. Yes, I know. We're about 5 miles from the coast here, and I can smell the sea. We can indeed. Roddick, those are Daddy's pencils. Okay, you can have one. All right, very good. Oh gosh, that's what happens when you leave your pencil case. Look, who's this? Who's that? Who's that? Say hello. Say hello. No, you don't draw on yourself. He's so artistic. He really is. He's very artistic. Very good. Right. Right. Okay, let's have a look here. Great. Right, let's go and get the porridge. And then we'll have a look at the papers. I've looked at the papers this morning, and I swear we have got an interesting project ahead of us. Barry, you are officially a manager. Well, wait a minute. On the YouTube channel, are you looking at how this software works just now? Oh, there we go. That's better. Boom. Because I have no idea how it works, and it will just be interesting to see what you can actually do in the form of comments on this, just to check it out. Yeah. A little bit more water in there because I left it on a little bit too long. It's not burned, but it's just right. Right, so I'm embarking, before we go any further here, I'm embarking on a content project. And the thing that you're talking about, Barry, about planning it all, I'm all for that. So let's get that set up today, because I think it's important that I have a way of organising myself, to be perfectly honest, because let's face it, I'm not the most organised of people. I can plan things and I can lead teams to do things, but sometimes I need to be able to organise it myself. And this is one of those instances that I need to organise stuff myself. That's better. I'm using a different tripod today. That's what the problem is. Okay, so the content that I want to do is we will talk about it during the papers, at the end of the papers, because I think it'll become apparent. It's something that I've ranted about over the past few weeks and have been aware about. And because I'm now looking at the papers and the headlines and the news articles every single day, more so than any other time in my life, and specifically about the virus, it's kind of heartbreaking to see one particular storyline panning out and excuses given every single day. Hold on. Oh my God, that's hot. But it's good. So let's do the tech flip. That's what I was looking for. Let us do the tech flip over. Little boy is getting his Russian cartoons on. So we will have little balloon people and things going on in the background as well there. Okay, right. Let us do the flippy over bit. We're on that camera, so we're going to move to this camera. That's good. We're going to mute that mic. And unmute this mic. Amazing. Right, now we remove you from the stream. And say goodbye. Bye, other iPhone. Good. He's done. Brilliant. That was seamless. Wow. Barry would be proud. Good morning, Jason. How are you, good sir? You missed me making coffee and porridge. Now we've got a problem here. That camera there is in the wrong place. There we go. And down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. Good, you're simply amazing. I like that. I like people when they're amazing in the morning. Right, so Cognac, if you're still there, we're a bit more informal in the morning with regards to the chat, with regards to my interaction with my family as well at the same time. So we don't have a rigid sort of format in the morning other than I make coffee, I make porridge, I look out the window, tell you what the weather is like here, and then come and look at the papers. Papers are good fun because it gives me the opportunity. It's like half my research in the morning is half the research I do is in the morning looking at the papers for headlines and things, for different things I want to go into more detail for. And right now as well, we're live on Mixer, so I'm bringing up the Mixer and see if anybody is on there so I can say hello to them. Live, watch, sound down, and right, good. We have the Mixer chat up so I don't miss a thing. The reason I stick on to Mixer as well as YouTube, and we've moved away from Facebook, is it doesn't mean that we're not going to go back to Facebook. It basically means I just want to grow the audience within YouTube and use Mixer as a great opportunity to grab fresh people there. People will always, I use Facebook as a point of contact and splash out all my pictures of what we're up to and things like that, all the adverts for the shows. But Mixer is just an interesting little other sort of streaming part. They're newer, they've been around a while, but they're kind of grown exponentially. They're very interesting. It's more gamey stuff. They don't really have many shows like my brother's show or my show on it. But let's stop rambling because I'm already listed on Ramblers Anonymous by Barry. He did an intervention yesterday and sent me the link for Ramblers Anonymous. I thought it was a hill walking club, but no, it's for people like me that talk too much nonsense. So, right, let us go to the papayers. Have we got that linked up? Yes, we do. Amazing, amazing. Right, today's papers, there is a bit of a theme and there's a bit of a triggery thing going on for me with regards to what I want to do content-wise. We have, in The Guardian, revealed UK missed chances to buy 16 million face masks in the past month. Okay. Who thinks that is an absolute disgrace? I'm moving this camera. I'm moving this camera. We're moving the cam. We're going to put it like that. Is that better? Because then I can look down at you like that and I can engage with you better instead of tilting the head up. Excellent. Right. So, revealed UK missed chances to buy 16 million face masks in the past month. Is that good or bad? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and we'll come on to that again in a minute or two. We'll read what the BBC has to say about it. The government missed opportunities to secure at least 16 million face masks for NHS staff in the past 4 weeks, according to The Guardian. It comes amid growing frustration from companies who say the UK is losing vital supplies to other countries. They are. We'll come on to that in a second. Offers from suppliers to deliver UK standard masks were said to have been met with silence by the government. That is trigger number 1. Daily Mirror. As frontline workers plead for vital safety gear, boxes of new visors sit in a British warehouse. Now, I said this last night when we did our late at night show light. Okay, we had 3 articles. We discussed them with Lazy Sod, Cognac, and myself. And I said, wouldn't it be awful if the kit was there and it was sitting in a warehouse doing nothing? However, now bosses could have to export 500,000 of them as they can't get our government to place an order. Scandalous. Tens of thousands of protective visors are sitting in a British warehouse, waiting to be shipped abroad. Waiting to be shipped abroad. After the government refused to buy them. The government refused to buy them, reports the Daily Mirror. The papers say the equipment has been made by a Nottingham firm that is desperate to help frontline medics. Trigger number 2. This is trigger number 3 coming up. This is crazy. Corona chaos in the star. 999. Britain sends emergency PPE to Germany while NHS heroes are still exposed. That is outrageous. I have to have a pause there, because if I didn't, I would have just carried on speaking and probably done it all in one breath, and my blood pressure would have gone up. And that's just not good. But I am going to say something about that just now. Incompetence beyond negligence. If I was to do that in my job, all right, if I was in the supply chain of any product that was vital for my company and I didn't order them, or the company that was supplying them said, we want to give you them, we know you need them, we have a good relationship, okay, we're holding back, no, we now need to send them to a different customer. I would be sacked. All right? So why are our ego politicians not being held to ridiculous levels of account? Well, they will be. All right? Because this is now beyond a joke, beyond a serious joke. Okay. Another mouthful of coffee here. This is my way of breathing and stopping getting a bit upset. Let's look at what you guys are saying. Equilibrium's got a thumbs down. Yeah. You're needing to buy a bigger whip to crack. Yes, Barry. You need one that reaches all the way across the water to here, without a doubt. Lazy and stupid and stubborn. I would just say incompetent, Jason. It's negligence. People have died. I think there's a direct correlation. If you don't have the correct safety equipment, you will end up getting the virus and potentially die. You know, it's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. Let's look at the next paper. Financial Times. Usually they're talking just now about the drop in oil prices, but look at this. Political decision kept Britain out of joint EU ventilator pact. Trigger number 4. Ministers are attempting to get a grip on the government's coronavirus strategy. Trigger number 5. On Tuesday night, according to the Financial Times, amid confusion over efforts to obtain personal protective equipment and the revelation that less than 1/5 of the number of virus tests promised by the end of the month have been carried out. Somebody's going to be a scapegoat. Matt Hancock, you're going to get sacked, or you're going to be forced to resign with lame excuses. But it's not just your fault, buddy. The leadership comes from the top down. So it basically goes, Boris Johnson. No, it's not Boris Johnson. It's Lord Voldemort, Boris Johnson, and then everybody else. All right? So, as far as I'm concerned, the first person that needs to go is Dominic Cumming. Dominic Cumming needs to go. All right? His advice is poor, selfish, and based on ridiculous amounts of wealth accumulation and ego. Then because he's best pals with Boris. Boris kind of bubbly. Boris feels the same way, sort of thing. You know, let's have Bojo the clown running around doing the woohoo. Look at me, I'm amazing. I'm kind of like the nice face of the Tory party. We're going to do amazing things. I try to talk about the talk, but do you know something? I hide most of the time. I hide away and just like to hide away. Sorry, coffee. I'm going to go off on a tangent here. It's crazy. Hey, good morning, Local Bottom. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. It's good to have you here, which is good. I'm going to have a wee cup of coffee. I'm going to have a cough. Hold on. I'm going to put the mic off. Hold on. Yes, I get a bit of a dry mouth. Right, let's go back to the papers because it's worthwhile. Right, the Sun. Okay, this is nice. Okay, Home Sew Army's 25,000 Home Sew Army 25,000 scrubs. So what we've got here is a picture of Winston Churchill with a mask on, and it's a reference to his very famous speech. Never in the field of human contagion has so much been sown for so many by so few. Okay, right. The ongoing shortages of PPE has led to an army of amateur stitchers working flat out to make washable, protective clothing, says the Sun. The paper reports that almost 25,000 sets of homemade scrubs intended for use by frontline staff have been made already. Listen, let me just say something just now. Okay, this is absolutely amazing. These people have done a fantastically, I hate that word, Boris Johnson uses it all the time. These people have done an incredible job, and I'm being perfectly honest and sincere to say to you, well done. All right, our government is incompetent, but these people, however they got organised, have done something incredible. But this is a direct reflection of overcompetence and underpreparedness. Okay, this is the greatest issue with our government. Overconfidence and underpreparedness. We have to look at the bigger picture here. Okay, all we hear is nonsense and bluster and sound bites and the right words spoken that brainwash the masses with slogans and ridiculous statements. Okay, our government is really letting you guys in the UK, me, my family, all the frontline workers, they're letting them down in ways that we will forgive them for because we don't care. We're complacent about it all, but we can't be complacent about it all just now. It's impossible to sit back, for me anyway, all right? It's just outrageous. So, yes, they need to be held to account. A reckoning needs to happen. It truly does. It really does. Back to the papers. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. I need to cough again. I'm sorry, I've got a really bad dry mouth today. For those that don't know, I only have one fully functioning saliva gland. And when I go off speaking a lot, I get very dry mouth and a build-up of sort of mucus in the back of my throat. So it becomes a bit uncomfortable to speak. That's why I've always got something to drink handy. Right, moving on with the papers. The Metro, here we go. The Queen celebrates her 90th, what the hell does that say? Hold on. The Queen celebrates her birthday. I can't read that. I need new glasses. With some historic snaps. Look, there's the Queen's Tinder picture. That's amazing, isn't it? Would you swipe right on the Queen? I don't know. I don't think I would. You know? My wife's laughing at me for saying that. I can't help it. Okay. It's a bit silly, isn't it? All right. Okay. Reeled in. Okay. So, yeah, that's the Queen's Tinder picture. And I think if you saw that, on her profile, you would probably swipe on her without a doubt. It's a great picture. Look at her. She's happy. Her eyes are crinkly. We still don't see her hands. She's always wearing gloves. She's got her nice pearls on. Those are probably so expensive that they could wipe out third world debt. A brooch there. We like the brooch. The brooch is kind of shiny. I think I've seen that in Primark. So obviously the Queen actually shops in Primark as well. And that t-shirt that she's wearing underneath, definitely George from Asda. Definitely Asda George there for the Queen's there. But the main thing on the Metro today is UK vaccine trials on humans to start. So the Metro, like many of the papers, focuses on news that the human trials of a coronavirus vaccine will begin in the UK tomorrow. I think it's in Oxford, if I remember rightly. Professor Sarah Gilbert, who's leading the research, said that the inoculation could be ready as soon as September, and she says she's 80% confident that it will work. 80% confident that it will work. How can you possibly be 80% confident about anything? Anything less than 100% confidence basically says you're not confident. Does that make sense? If she said, I'm pretty sure that 80% of the time it will work, that's different. But I don't believe in 80% worth of confidence. That's just me. I'm a bit silly like that. I can't help it. Not in the slightest. Anyway, I'm not wanting to be part of the trials, thank you very much. But if anybody has friends in Oxford, Jason says Oxford University Medical Campus. If you know anybody that lives in Oxford, that does anything in Oxford, that becomes part of the trial in Oxford, get in touch with them. Tell them I'd like to know off the record of what is going on with it. It would be interesting to have somebody that's on the trial that would be willing to speak anonymously if they wish. So if you know somebody, go and ask them. Tell them Mojax happy, send some verbal hugs, and would like to know all about the trial. Daily Express, hope as first human vaccine trials start. Look at Matt Hancock with his meta communication hands there saying, I once caught a fish this size. This size was the fish that I caught. Oh, yes. It was either that or he's going to a rave. Butcha, 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 butcha. I don't know. He's probably doing something. But poor Matt Hancock, I actually feel sorry for that guy. No, actually I don't. He's a friggin' Tory, and he's led by a clown who's led by a very evil man. And yes, outrageous. Poor Matt Hancock. No, not poor Matt Hancock, but poor Matt Hancock. He doesn't know what's coming. I wonder if he's been told, hey Matt, Bojo here. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? My phone's there. I'm just got something else on it. Bojo here, Matt. We need a patsy. We need a scapegoat. And what will happen is you will fall upon your sword, and then the Queen will knight you, because I'll put you forward for an honours list, and that's you set for life. Okay, brother? That's good. So yes, there we are. Fall on your sword and I'll get you a knighthood, or maybe even a peership. Maybe a peership in a couple of years' time, so you can be paid for doing nothing apart from nap in the House of Lords. Yes, that would be amazing. Oh, don't do that, my boy. I thought you were choking on something. You okay? Oh, he's just excited. Right, poor Matt Hancock. The Daily Express quotes the Health Secretary as saying he will throw everything at the research. I don't believe you. He's going to throw everything at the research. Don't believe you. In the hope that the country can lead the world. Oh, my God. Oh, Matt Hancock. Matt Hancock. Matt Hancock. Matt Hancock. Oh. He's been saying for weeks that he's wanting 100,000 trials done as often as, was it 100,000 by the end of a certain given, I can't remember now, it's ridiculous. But he's now saying he's going to throw everything at the vaccine. Why can't you throw everything at getting PPE? Why can't you throw everything at basically organising the PPE to come? What about the tests? Do you think we're going to believe you that you're going to throw everything at the vaccine research? Oh my frigging God. Matt Hancock, you get it from the top down. I feel sorry for you. Really, truly sorry for you. British human vaccine trials to start tomorrow. Don't believe it. Okay, don't believe it. I think it's just a soundbite. Mr. Hancock also announced that 20 million in funding to speed the research through larger scale human trials over the summer, as well as 22.5 million for the parallel vaccine project at Imperial College in London, reports The Times. The research will begin by testing the safety of the inoculation on volunteers. Okay, I suggest right now, okay, I feel that Boris, Matt, and their families should be the first to try it out. What do you say? Maybe not the kids, just the grown-ups, yeah? I think that's fair. They're going to have to test it on kids at some point. You know, that's the scary thing. But why should the general population of Great Britain turn around and volunteer for such a thing if it's only 80% sure that will work, and that Matt Hancock has actually turned around and invested in it? You can't invest in the correct amount of PPE. You can't facilitate the logistical setup to bring it to the places that need it. So let's just say, Matt Hancock, don't believe you. Boris, don't believe you. Lord Voldemort, don't believe you either. You're all a bunch of absolute morons that can't organise a piss up in a brewery. I mean, let's just face it. You got in to power on let's get Brexit done. And where's Brexit now, huh? Where's Brexit now? Do you think that it's going to be wise for us to leave the EU now? Really? I don't think so. Let's move on. The I. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yeah, there we go. Virus vaccine human trials start in Oxford. More coffee. Hold on. Okay, so the I says researchers are making rapid progress. Dun dun dun. Rapid progress. What is that? Is that officially a scientific timestamp? So, how long did it take you to basically grow the virus in a petri dish? Well, it was rapidly progressing, and it was done under the thing of rapid progression in their attempts to find a vaccine for COVID-19. Rapid progress. Okay. Daily Telegraph. NHS workers given flawed virus tests? What? I never saw this earlier on. In developments, virus tests given to thousands of NHS staff so they could return to work have been found to be flawed. Holy crap. Sorry, this. I'm going to swear this morning. I'm going to put my potty mouth away. Look, hold on. Every time I want to swear, all right? Every time I want to swear, okay, I have this as a reminder that I shouldn't swear. This is a potty, okay? A proper little boy's potty. It's not been used for about 10 years. I've kept it, and I keep it in my feet, okay? You hear that? So every time in the morning that I want to swear, I basically grab it with my toes, and I just rub it around with my toes to remind me not to swear. You know what? Look at this, right? See this? No more. Fuck that. All right? Seriously. Matt Hancock and the government giving flawed tests to our frontline workers to send them back in, saying that they're okay. What if these people had the virus and they spread it to the vulnerable in the hospitals? That is beyond a fucking joke. That is ridiculous. I'm a bit pissed off about that. The paper says it's been leaked a memo from Public Health England which warns of degraded performance, meaning the results are less reliable than first thought.
The paper says if it raises the prospect that thousands of nurses and doctors who were told they were free of the virus may have been sent back to work while they were still contagious. Oh, did I not just say that? Crazy. Excuse me. I'm looking at the whiskey up on my shelf just now. I think that's the next thing that's going to have to be hit. Okay, the unseen queen. Not interested in queen right now. Urgent GP hospital referrals plummet during virus crisis. Oh my God, 2,700 cancers missed each week. Wow. Thousands of cancers are being missed every week because patients are not going to their GP, leading charity is warned. As a cancer survivor, if you have unusual lumps, bumps, or anything like that, if you feel unusually sicker than usual, have high levels of fatigue, you need to phone your GP. Okay, you truly do. Or basically at least go to the cancer websites and find out if they can help, or phone a number. They will advise you. That is so important. The Daily Mail reports that pandemic is resulting in thousands of cancers being missed every week because patients are not visiting their GP. Cancer Research UK said that the numbers are being referred by doctors for urgent hospital appointments or checks have dropped by 75% since the start of the outbreak. That's got a lot to do with the fact of that my GP operates on what's the word I'm looking for? A triage phone thing. All right, it's like a triage phone thing going on. It's you phone up and you go through a triage sort of call with a nurse before they decide whether or not to get you in. Okay, listen, I need to think about cake and coffee. Okay, I've got a bit of work to do after we finish the show, but I said earlier on that I want to produce a bit of content. This bit of content is now gone straight up to the top priority. It's going to be what I'm going to call a Radio Apocalypse special investigation. And I want anybody willing to get involved with it. If you want to get involved with it, send me a personal message through the Discord server. Barry, if you're watching just now, could you possibly put the link for the Discord server on the chat? If you're not a member of the Discord server, click on any links that Barry, if it's not there, I'll see if I can pull it up. Actually, I said is it still just tag it for it? I think it is, isn't it? I don't know. But basically what I want to do is I want to go back to the start of the virus outbreak in November and look at what the government has said about personal protective equipment. This is my biggest bugbear, all right? Accumulating right there and then with me throwing the potty over the shoulder and starting to swear again and being really, really ranty. Okay, I think it's really, really important that somebody somewhere is pulling together all the different things to do with personal protective equipment and the nonsense that the government has actually said. So, if anybody wants to, they're having a coffee, they're surfing the net, and they find articles that show what the government has said, what they've promised, the actual reality of it, planes stuck in Turkey, giving PPE to Germany, footage on YouTube from people's reports. Thank you, Barry. There you go. That is the Discord server link. Please click on that. If you're not a member of Discord, send me a PM through Discord. Say that you're willing to do it. I've actually got a channel set up in one of the higher tiers for it. I'm going to speak to Barry about doing something with that specifically for special reports. So this will be a Radio Apocalypse special report, and over the next sort of 7 days, I want to bring it all together, and I will record a show, not live. I will record it as a piece of content to upload to YouTube. I think it's very important that this gets documented, because we have to go with what the papers have said. We have to go with what people's personal accounts. There's even a doctor who's dead now that said we don't have enough PPE, right? So anything that you guys want to do as our fledgling starter off community, All right, please get involved. Okay, if I end up with the same link 20 times, I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm happy if you spend 5 minutes or 5 hours. You don't need to spend any. You can just enjoy the content at the end. I'm going to spend a couple of hours today. I've already started last night, but it's kind of like pushed since the flawed test headline there. That's pushed it right to the top of the agenda for me. It's outrageous. Yes, papers tell lies, Jason, but the report, that report is, about the flawed things. Is that sensationalism? Is that not ever? I don't know. I'm going to be phoning my friend that's a doctor in Wales today and ask him how he's getting on with it. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the chat before I reduce my blood pressure down to a manageable level. Right, scrolling back. Thank you, Barry, for putting that up. Right back. Cognag was speechless with the PPE and sending it out. If the government think ignorance is bliss, they need to grow a pair. Well said, Jason. Yeah, but don't forget to leave like everyone. What was that referring to, local? I missed that comment. Bojo the prancing clown. I'm listening to Mo, just too anxious to talk. Right, cool. Thank you, local. Lots of hellos. I like you guys. You always chat to each other. It's nice. The Queen of Nothings, says Jason. Yep. The Queen shops at Poundland. Right. Very good. Oxford University. Yeah, we know that. 80% is nothing. Yep. She's paid to talk out her. Wow. We're not going to say that on the morning show, even though I was swearing earlier. Hancock the Patsy, without a doubt. 100,000 by the end of the first week was what he said in April. Right, good. And we've not even hit a fifth of his targets. Yes, Matt Hancock is a patsy guinea pig and talks through his buttocks. Absolutely. Leaving the EU was a major screw up since day one. Absolutely, they should try the vaccine themselves first, but they won't. I'm still in shock the PPE is being sent abroad. Absolutely. It's crazy. It's crazy. Right, so who do we forgive at the end of the day? Jason has said, I think the most important part with regards to forgiveness is we need to forgive ourselves for being so complacent in allowing the leadership structure that we have. Then we need to sit down, take a deep breath, take a second deep breath, and exhale. Then we need to plan what we're going to do in the future. If we're going to sit back and allow the coffee shop lifestyle mentality to seep back into our lives without standing up and saying something, then we only have ourselves to blame. So this is one of the reasons why I want to do something in the form of content. And I've described what it is, and anybody that's interested in doing anything, I will be posting a list of questions that I want to answer in Discord by about 6 p.m. today, right? And that's the questions that we'll go through with regards to my content creation for it. Okay, and it will be done in the form of presenting evidence on screen. It will be done in the presenting evidence in newsreels and interviews that I find online. I may even try and get hold of a couple of friends of mine in the medical fields in different parts of the world and see if they're willing to come on. We will be back on tonight at 10 p.m. And my kids come back tomorrow, so I need to do a bit of housework and a little bit of content creation as well today with the Instagram project. I'm nearly finished it, which is really good. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please go to Discord, go to the Radio Apocalypse channel on tier 3. If you're not on tier 3 yet and you're just joining, if we know your name, you'll immediately go to tier 3. You don't have to jump through any hoops. We're quite happy for cool people to go to tier 3 so they can interact with it all. And tell me how you feel about that the bombshells there just now. Flawed tests, PPE going to Germany instead of our guys. Okay, so thank you. So we didn't let anyone. Right, hold on. Barry's saying something quite poignant here. Excuse me. Forgive ourselves for letting the wrong party in. We didn't let anyone in. It was forced upon us. Very true. Very true. But we need to forgive ourselves in the sense that a lot of people in the north of England believed what Boris was saying with his slogans. I don't need to forgive them because I voted sensibly in Scotland and we got the government that we want in Scotland. We just don't have the British government that we want. Issue is currently we have no process in place to deal with these issues since Parliament is closed. Yep, absolutely. So when Parliament reopens, we need to do something. This is a Bojo wet dream, to be perfectly honest. He didn't like presenting himself and being accountable in Parliament at the best of times. So that is one of the tangents I'll go off on with regards to the content. Okay, listen, I'm going to go. I'm going to go and actually eat my porridge. I've not eaten it this morning because I've been pretty much on talking all this time. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me this morning. I would appreciate it if you've not already subscribed to YouTube, give us a wee subscribe. If you know anybody you think that would enjoy this. Whoa, who's that? Jason, I will speak to you in a minute, mate, okay? I'll get back to you. I'm not off yet, all right? But yeah, we will speak tomorrow night and yeah, we will have a good time with it tonight because I think that I'm going to come back to it all. All right. I shall speak to you soon. Take care and goodbye. Where's my thing? There it is. Which one is it? There it is. No, I've lost it. There it is. Good. Right. Bye-bye.